up, you guys? Welcome back, everybody. My name is Lucas. This is my journey through Lambda School, week 3, day 1. It is Monday, July 22nd, and today was all about Javascript Fundamentals. So, not too terribly much to talk to you about today, but let's make like an adventurer and explore. Okay, so the first thing that I want to mention is that this is starting week 3, and it is actually really exciting to be able to consistently show commits onto GitHub. I mean, if you look back in my past in 2018, you can tell I've done some things here and there, but never anything consistent. And this is the first time where I get to really fill out these wonderful little green squares. So it feels good to actually show some real progress and feel like I'm understanding what the hell is going on. But anyway, today was fundamentals of JavaScript. Variables, arrays, objects, functions, kind of the whole 9 yards in the very beginning. So there was not a whole lot to talk to you about today. I mean, if you understand variables, objects, arrays, those types of things, then it was actually pretty straightforward today, nothing too crazy. What I would recommend, and what I learned today, was more specifically about call, apply, and bind, which are the different ways that you can add a method to an object that it doesn't currently have. Now, I won't get into it, I'll let you guys kind of look it up as you go, but that was something that had always kind of eluded me, and today made a ton of sense. But the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, because we're in Lambda School, we're trying to get a job. So the first thing that we have for this week was actually a career coaching lesson. So it was about a 30 to 45 minute Zoom conference, and what we went over was money moves. And basically talking about our goals, talking about the milestones that we want to achieve, and ultimately leading down to, thinking about negotiations and moving forward, and then our assignment for actual deliverables on Friday, which here are creating a budget, understanding what our financial situation looks like, as well as job titles that we're interested in. What's actually shocking about this is that most people, you would assume, understand money management, finances, and the job kind of market. At least I think that should be the case. But I also, coming from where everybody I know is college educated, and that's not always the case with everybody. So the thing that I'm actually highly admiring about Lambda School is the effort that they're putting in, not just for you to get a job, but actually giving a shit about your finances and being able to be financially stable. Now, obviously they're financially incentivized to do that, but it just goes to show the magnitude with which the program is ahead of everybody else when you align the incentives properly. To be 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in now, and we're already talking about what the financial aspects look like 6, 9, 12 months from now, is bar none to any sort of curriculum or education process I've ever been a part of. So kudos to Lambda School. I'm really, really excited that they're getting on this so early. That was the career start for this morning. Then we went into all the JavaScript stuff today. And I'll share with you some of the resources that we kind of gathered from today. The first and probably coolest one that I've seen so far is codeanalogies.com. It takes general concepts that you may find hard or difficult to understand and basically turns them into simple to explain analogies. Fundamental is that. So whether it's CSS, whether it's JavaScript, whether it's Ajax, closures, scoping, it even goes so far as talking about React, Express, different dev tools as well that are available. So a ton of really great explanations on things that aren't necessarily the most intuitive. With that, we also went over arrays, of course, understanding how to manipulate arrays in both syntaxes. So using ES5 and ES6 syntax in order to, manipulate arrays, like with the map, filter, reduce functions is really important to understand. So this was a good help for that. There was also this copying, cloning an array, which doesn't necessarily happen a ton of times, but it does happen. And understanding how to clone an array was really important. And the coolest one here was actually, and I did not know this, that if you parse and stringify a object, it will actually do a deep nested copy of the object, which is not something that I knew beforehand. So that was actually pretty cool. The other two things that were here as well was Fireship. I am highly going to recommend Fireship's YouTube channel. Excellent resource for additional code stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome tools. This Code This Not That video was spectacular. I learned things about console that I had no idea before, which actually turned out to help in the project that I had today. And then the second thing was actually how it's made by Fireship. He really does a great job of explaining the actual meanings behind JavaScript. So both of these resources really solidified my understanding of how JavaScript's really working under the hood. And then the last one was, understanding hoisting, scopes, and closures in JavaScript, because each language obviously has a different way in which they, basically compile the code. And I use air quotes because, there's actually compiling and then there's interpreting, which is what JavaScript does. But nonetheless, understanding how those actually work really gives, Lambda School is focusing very much on understanding how this stuff works under the hood and how that applies to real-world, everyday situations, which has been phenomenal in learning. And they haven't done it they've done it in a way that makes me feel like I'm actually learning and I'm not just, putting stuff on paper or putting code to a computer and just hoping that it works. So great stuff all around on that. So aside from that, I don't have anything else for you guys today. Short day, really productive, but I'll link all the resources in the description below. And of course, always, please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. I'm thinking about doing a video on kind of some of the core questions that I'd had going into it, and maybe some answers that hopefully kind of reassure you on if you should do Lambda School or not. I'm only 3 weeks in, so we'll see how this evolves, but there is nothing that I have done in Lambda School that makes me question whether I've made a good decision or not. So that's rare for me to say, because I tend to be pretty skeptical. So pretty positive endorsement on that one, even though obviously I'm part of the program. But if you have comments, questions, concerns, feel free to drop those in the description or in the comment section below, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. And if you have any, if you want to see me, if you want to see any other videos, please let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions or make any other videos for you guys. So thanks. Till next time.